All right, Shalom. For the Hebrew Israelites come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as the United Snakes of America, the land on which we stand for the moment. One short moment because this place is falling like a rock. Come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this place, and before that happens, we're trying to wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and speckled bird. Right? People are waking up. The Great Awakening is underway. Right? Finally, beautiful. Right? Now what? Repent. Acknowledge your offense. Pray for forgiveness. Get back in order. Order is the order of the day. Order is the order of the day. At the end of the day, order. Well, at the end of the day, right? That's where we're going. Well, at the end of the day, niggas didn't used to say white boy cliches like that. You understand? That used to be reserved for white. Well, at the end of the day, now a nigga on social media will be quick to jump up top. At the end of the day, well, guess what, nigga? We at the end of the day. All right. First and foremost, all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us its truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect, tabernacle of David. Salakia, Shabbat Shalom. All right. Shabbat Shalom. All right. There's the brother right there. Aziala, Idaho. And I want to say to that brother right there, right? I've been in this thing long enough to know. Shalom to the brother, right? Call halal Yahweh Shem Yal Shai Shem Kakadas Barakatah. The brother. I've been in this thing for a minute and been through some crazy ass shit. But let me say this to the brother right there, Aziala. I hope I'm saying his name right. Salaki if I'm not. This is what I know I would do. You know, and I'm still observing a brother and you know, but we're at the end right now. When you see a brother stand up like that, right, and is consistent and forthright, I see it. This is my first thought. Boy, I would hold post for that brother right there. I would hold post. I'd be like, if it, and see the reason why I say that too is because, you know, and I'm speculating. I'm not trying to start anything, but I see two camps over there, and I'm like this. Well, I have sympathy, or I have love and great admiration for the one man camp, right? And so, you know, whatever, you know, the situation is, that is by the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem El Shai. But I just want to say to the brother that I would adamantly hold post at your camp. If I crossed over and made it in, I would read hard and hold post, boy, valiantly in your camp if I crossed over. I just want to let you know that, and you're awesome out there. It's beautiful. Keep doing what you're doing, sharing my videos and stuff like very consistent, and you're cutting your own swath. You're like a beacon, you know, a breath of fresh air. So, you know, call halal Yahweh Shem Yal Shai to the brother. Keep up the good work. Awesome stuff. Anyway, at the end of the day, right? Going back to Edomite colloquialisms. Did I say that right? Colloquialisms. Well, at the end of the day, the niggas didn't used to say shit like this. See, I remember shit, right? Got a good memory, and a nigga would be lambasted, if you understand what look it up is what your boy says. Would be lambasted for saying some shit like that. Now, social media, at the end of the day, he got that, right? You want to sound intelligent or like you know what the fuck you're saying, you got to interject. At the end of the day, like Whitney Webb, right? Whitney Webb, who knows everything. In any interview with Whitney Webb, she will say essentially more than 60 times in a 30-minute period, right? So everybody does it. But at the end of the day, guess what? Nigga, we're at the end of the day. And I'm happy, okay? Why am I happy? Because that word end, right? That word end, in the phrase, in the colloquial phrase that white boys espousing the truth or their truth frequently go to, at the end of the, well, that phrase contains the word end, right? Which we're at right now. We're at the fucking end of the day. How about that? At the end of the day, here we are at the fucking end of the day. Right? And you can't see it. You can't see that we're at the end of the day. You can't see that we're on the battlefield. You can't see that we're fighting. Guess what? Right here, what you're looking at, that you can't even be looking at with your own eyes, you can't see that we're on the front lines of the battlefield here fighting for you. You're on the same battlefield, can't see, don't know that you're in a fight. Scoffing, talking shit. We're out here fucking laying down crazy fire, I'll just say it like that. And you motherfuckers are pulling us. You're on our team. We got to turn around and lay you down so we can even fucking fight out here at the end of the day. All right? So know who your enemy is, right? Never trust your enemy. Who that starts with the 2/3 that are going to foil you from laying down the enemy, right? With these spiritual volleys, if you will. What is that? Well, you would think that Al-Azhar was on our team. No, he was never on our team. My bad. Should know better by now. And now the truth is coming out. Why? At the end of the day. We're at the end of the day, right? What does it say? At the end of the day, scoffers will appear out of nowhere, running after hellcats. At the end of the day, in the last days, Al-Azhar will come walking after his own lusts. We're at the end of the fucking day. Who's at the top of the list? Well, you got Nate, who's still explaining away the mark of the beast, which is the microchip, in a whole new foray, if you will. See, we're fighting each other on the spiritual battlefield. Here we are. We're fighting against other Hebrew Israelites. First, on doctrine, and of course the cream has already risen to the top. But, you know, then shall it be known, right? Well, it's being known right now. So like I haven't brought out anything, and the brothers probably, so like, let me check. Shalom, beloved. Okay. At the end of the day, we'll know who the true worshipers are. Oh, the rain got me on my pages. They're stuck. So like, so you can clearly see that we're at the end, right, of the day, baby. Of the day. We're at the end of Esau's day. What the hell is wrong? So like, then shall they be known. 2nd Ezra 16:73. Bear with us, Slav. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Now there's a difference between called and chosen, right? Who are the chosen? Of the chosen, the elect. Then shall they be known who are my elect. Well, Al-Azhar, guess what? You're the enemy. You've always been the enemy. We've always known. So now it's being manifest abroad. What does that mean? We're at the fucking end of the day. And there you are, on display for all to see. You're rich, dude. You're rich. Nate's rich. You're supposed to be poor. You're supposed to be giving all that money away. Not flaunting it and calling people bums and riding in on horses. Here you are at the end of the day. You can't even hear the word end in the phrase at the end of the day. Well, the word end starts with E. What also starts with E? It's indicative of the end. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end. There it is. Of the world. For Esau is the end. For Esau is at the end of the day. Esau is the end of the day. Esau is the end. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the day, of the world, Salah. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So this word end, right, is synonymous with Esau. This word sword, two-ball cane, killing instrument, is synonymous with Esau. Why are we at Esau's end? Esau is no longer needed to chastise the children of Israel, which is the Most High's sword, Esau. Okay. When our bodies are changed, when this world is destroyed, our bodies are changing. We'll no longer go off. There's no need for Esau. So we're at the end of the day. All right. But see, Jake can't see. All Jake is like, I'm gonna make it to heaven. I'm gonna make it. Look, nigga. Here's how you're gonna make it to heaven. So lock in on the precepts. Let me get focused here. Here's how you're gonna make it at the end of the day. Matthew, right? 24 and what? 13. But Matthew 24 and 13. But he that shall endure unto the end. Okay. Well, I'm going to heaven. I'm gonna make that. I'm black. Nobody can stop me. I got my ticket, right? Well, at the end of the day, guess what? You gotta endure. Your black ass, right? You got a chance, but you got to make it all the way through Jacob's trouble, and you're not going to. Right? At the end of the day, you ain't gonna make it to the end. All right? Because you're an enemy of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Nate, Nathaniel 7 is an enemy of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Won't even say the name. Al-Azhar, the gorilla Negro, is an enemy of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. He hates Yahushua. He's doing end run around Yahushua. When you disqualify Paul, you disqualify Yahushua. Okay? He's really hiding that. He's trying to hide that you despise Yahushua, dude. Okay? Hat guy. All right? You're being exposed right now. You're the enemy. You're a woman. She that is my enemy with that long hair that will make up new laws to wear long hair. Not just cut it off. Not just show your bald. Hey, my shit starts back here, nigga. Hey, I'm proud. Right? You know that shit started at 14. Your shit started going back. You're like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. So you started working on your hat doctrine back then. I'm gonna come with the turban, nigga. I'm gonna come out looking like Osama. Right? And I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna pull a P. Diddy, and I'm gonna go to Just Diddy. Then I'm gonna put out a record. It's just gonna say Gorilla. Because you were always the enemy. You're a gorilla, right? Against the truth. Why? Order. At the end of the day, order is the only thing that matters. You fail that test, then cobble together a back route, some back way that I'm going to creep up unawares. And then we watched the whole time, got the whole report. We got to be at the end. Okay? Like Nate the cop. You was a cop back then. You're not a cop now? That fraternal order, that oath you took is forever, is it not? Or did you renounce that? Did you come out and say, you know, I used to be a Mason, but I repent. Have we got that on record? Because if we don't, there's a problem, Slaw. Once again, shout out to the one-man camps out there. You got to pull that guard. There he is, Malakia. Hey, it's a pleasure to see both of you brothers here today. It's a pleasure. Call halal Yahweh Shem Shabbat Shem Kakadash. You guys complete me, man. Thank you. The water, the water, the water. Just that, you know, that old man, right? Hopefully, I'm motivating somebody out there. Hey, that one-man camp thing, right? Just fucking do what the hell you gotta do. Get your ass out there. Make you a sign. Get out there, right? That sign, though. Make that sign. Stand by that sign, motherfucker, and be ready to whoop ass and not whoop ass, right? Whoop ass in the spirit, right? When it's time to dip, like Yahweh Shai, you dip, right? Anyway, hey, shout out to the brothers, the one-man camps, the two-man camps, right? Fucking warriors out there, man. Ah! Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure to the end, at the end of the day, guess what? You're on the battlefield. At the end of the day, you ain't going to heaven, nigga, until you squeeze some spiritual triggers. Now, all right? Everything is about order. Everything is about order. What happened to Alazar? Order. What happened to Nate? Order. The moment you try to, well, I'm smarter than my teacher. Oh, I didn't learn from you. That shit came through me, nigga. I'm Elijah. Basically, Nate is basically saying I'm Elijah. I need somebody to make an AI film that paints me as Elijah. I'm the leader of this whole Hebrew Israelite thing. It all came in on me. Boy, you gotta be so afraid to do some crazy shit like that. Niggas, here we are at the end of the day. Niggas are exhibiting zero fear of Yahweh. Zero. As though the visitation hasn't already started. You ask these motherfucking northern kingdoms over there being executed at Guantanamo Bay right now if Jacob's trouble has already started. You don't understand what the fuck is going on in your sleep while the war is in full barrage right now. The war is. Look at your brothers in the northern kingdom. Who are the enemy, by the way? Those 2/3 are going the way of Nazi Germany right now. And you don't have the foresight to see what's going on. What they do, they just grabbed them up, and even though they wouldn't accept them back home, hey, well, something new. A plane fell out of the sky with a whole bunch of migrants. Where'd the migrants go? Where they take them? Oh, they're all gone? No. The second wave coming after the Haitians, coming after the Jamaicans, coming after you tribes. Okay? Where are they taking them? Don't want them back in Jamaica. We don't want these killers and, undesirables. We let them out of the prison to get the fuck rid of them. Why would we take them back? And you ain't trying to take them back. You're putting them, right? You have come up with a final solution. And what you did is you retrofitted Guantanamo for the last 20 years for this purpose. All you got to do is a little research on what Guantanamo has been turned into. Remember Abu Ghraib? Who remembers Abu Ghraib? Raise your hand. Abu Ghraib, right? Which I believe was in like somewhere near Baghdad, right? Is where they were perfecting their torture. Oh, did I say torture out loud, the T word? You meant like the expert torture that they did to Yahushua just before they hung him. That torture, what the Northern Kingdom is undergoing right now, what they expertly, right? Do you know what the IDF specializes in? You know where they send American police? They send them to Israel to learn from the IDF how to torture niggas once they get them in the precinct, right? And now the films are suddenly coming. Oh, shit! Suppress those films of what we learned how to do over there. See, a motherfucker don't know. Nigga, you're on the battlefield getting your ass kicked. You don't even know you're on the battlefield. Don't care to know. Amalek in our land over there trained up Esau over here and is slaughtering you niggas, and they're showing it to you in the precinct. We got 25 Edomites beating the shit out of one Judite. And here's the thing. This nigga's cuffed, and you guys are getting your asses kicked on the battlefield. Don't give a shit. And I'm sure the word of the Lord is all throughout the jailhouse. I'm positive. That's how you win. How do you win in the jailhouse? The name, the protection, right? The strong tower. You could be right in there being protected. But no, you in there, Allah, Allah. Now your ass is dead after 20 Edomites beat the shit out of you. Because you don't know you're on the battlefield, don't know who your enemy is, don't know who you are. Oh, I'm a Muslim. They're laughing at you. The Arabs are, I'm a Muslim. The Arabs are laughing at you. He's a Muslim. He's got the one God that has the power, but he's a Muslim. The joke's on us, right? He's a Christian. He worships Caesar Borgia. Joke's on us. The one God with the power, right, is their God. They don't know who they are, and they refuse to see or worship their God. They're going to worship the enemy, right? And you know what? At the end of the day, it's beautiful. She that is my enemy, Alazar. Never trust thy enemy, Johanna, Nate. You got to start at the top, okay? Hell, standing in a GMS camp, going back to the one-man camp. If you got two brothers in one camp, right? And one wants to be the leader, there's a problem. If you got two brothers in a GMS camp, and both of them don't want to be the leader, that's a great camp. One of them has to be, but if they both don't want, oh shit, I don't want to be the leader. Can we do this together? We can act like it, but really, there's only one motherfucking leader. And it's gonna fall on your shoulders. So you gotta man the fuck up in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua like a warrior and do that job. Okay? And this brother, this reader, this man on post, he's got to be a warrior, right? By hoisting up his leader. That's how that team works. Okay? The lead singer ain't shit, right? Without the guitar player. And the guitar player ain't shit without the lead singer. But if they're working fucking together, right? Then they're kicking ass. Now who's the leader? Any smart guitar player would say, he's the leader. Because we're both gonna win. A dumb guitar player says, I'm the leader. Don't look at him. Guitar player could be the leader. No, look at him. He's the front man. Right? Nuances in this thing. You know what everything boils down to? Humility. You can't be in order if you're not humble. It don't work. It don't work. Okay? So the point I'm making is, even in GMS, there's an enemy standing next to you. You got to be ferreted out, and he will be, because we at the end of the day. At the end of the day, his ass is going to be exposed. And here we are, starting with Alazar and Nate. Nate just won up Alazar, right? With this latest, this nigga came out and said, it ain't no microchip. He goes, and yeah, Elon Musk, it's technology. And yeah, Elon Musk, he got a brain chip, but that's not the market. Oh, you done surpassed. Oh, these niggas are racing for the top fool in Israel. They're competing for the Simon Bar Sinister Award of Israel. It's crazy. These niggas are destroying Israel from within at the top. I'm the most visible. Nigga, look at all this purple and gold I'm destroying. Don't learn the name. That's not Jacob's trouble. That's not the chip. Nigga, what is it? At the end of the day, man, here we are. At the end of the day, that's not the chip. Gotta be at the end of the day. This nigga is out of his fucking mind. Everything is the chip now, right? You can't see the chip right now. It was okay back in the Bakwash days, okay? And the Scotch tape, and it was okay, all right? The Most High winked at it. Now, at the end of the day, see, those words have meaning. And finally, Jake just caught on. At the end of the day, nigga, you too late. End of the day is over. End of the day is over. The end. It watcheth, nigga, the end, nigga, been watching, waiting to judge you. Who's the end? Esau. Got you. Comes a race war. A lot of niggas gonna fall. Right? Got my switches, you gonna fall. Revelation 13:2. You gonna fall. It's time to fall. It's time for judgment. Okay? It's judgment time. Here comes the Passover. Ain't nobody thinking about it. It's gonna creep up on you, and you're gonna try to cobble it together at the last minute. Instead of blowing that ram's horn every day since last week through the next 2 weeks, so that your trumpet is given a certain sound. Going into the Passover. And then that whole week, right? What was that? Be a stoic. You're stoic for that whole week. You started getting 11 out 2 weeks in advance, and nigga, let's start now. You know? That's where your mind should be at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you should be like, well, since this is the last Passover, Lord, well, at the end of the day, how are you, at the end of the day, what manner of persons ought you to be? Alazar. Looking for an what, nigga? Looking for an Adnan, a whole eon, a whole season. Well, I'm gonna add a season, nigga. I got money. I'm gonna add a season, nigga. How long is 1,000 years? It's a season. It's an age. You want to add a whole age? Adage. You done came up with a new adage. Slocky, gotta have a little fun, man. It's crazy. How at the end of the day are you slipping and sliding? Well, because you started that shit a long time ago. And now it's showing. And instead of repenting, nigga, you can still repent. You can still repent right now. But what are you gonna do? You're gonna double down. It's not in you. It's not in you to repent. You're like Esau. There's no repentance found in you. Salakia, looking for Peter, and I'm gonna make up an excuse. Oh, the rain rained on my pages. This is. I'm gonna just go straight to it. 1 Peter 3:11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved by them missiles, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Okay, and that's really it's a rhetorical question. We're at the end of the day. Are you scared yet? Because if you're not scared before the end of the day, you ain't gonna be scared. You're gonna be scared of missiles and shit, but you ain't scared of the Most High. You got misplaced fear. You didn't learn the first oracles. You didn't learn the first tokens. Fear, nigga. Everything starts with everything. Order starts with fear. In order to have your ass in order, you're gonna be up at 5 o'clock. You gotta be scared. There gotta be a consequence. Oh, nigga, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I'm gonna sleep to 5:30. Right? What does it mean? If you gotta get up at 5 and there are consequences, you don't get up to 5:30. It means you have no fear of the Most High. Fucking stupid ass. And anything you learn after that means nothing. You failed the first lesson, fear. Which means you're proud. Who doesn't fear the Most High? Esau don't fear the. You learned everything you know from Esau, which is to go against the Most, to not fear the Most High. If you don't fear the Most High, you learn from Esau. Your daddy didn't teach you the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. He might have taught you, how to be a motherfucking Hellenist. We're going to do as the Greeks do, we're going to do as the Romans do, and you do what I say, not what the Most High's word do. Guess what? At the end of the day, in the revived Roman Empire, second time around, and it's on, and motherfucker's on fire, and Donald Trump got a fiddle in his hand. The nigga got a violin and he's playing. And niggas have no clue that they're on the battlefield or even in a fight or who their enemy is, or that you're already being set up, right? The dry run, if you understand what a dry run, the dry run was called World War II. And in your place, because you're the lead actor in the real run, you're the lead actor. In the dry run, rehearsal, right? you had a stand-in called Amalek. And everything they rehearsed with Amalek, they're going to do to you today. Understand? So what are they doing in Guantanamo? Is it Zyklon B? Look that up. ZYKLON-B. Look it up. And then put it together what's going on in Guantanamo right now. Understand that Jacob's trouble already started. Understand that Michael, the archangel, has already stood up and the war in heaven is already busting off. And you're looking the other way, acting like you don't see it. The what in heaven? And there was what in heaven? Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. There's a war going on in your face. You can't see it. You don't want to see it. And won't acknowledge it. The mark of the beast ain't the microchip. You're a fucking idiot. And there's a war. Michael and the archangels are fighting against the dragon and his angels right now. Meaning they already stood up. Right? And you don't know it. Little research will show you that it's been going on. And it's serious. How's the world going to end? Nuclear fire. Where are the nukes at? Well, ask the angels because they're fucking governing them right now. Hovering and governing. Setting off launch codes, scaring the shit out of motherfuckers. It was almost it. We don't know that. We sitting here, hey, ain't no war going on. Nigga, Armageddon going down right now, and the angels are what? They're barely holding it back. They're starting to let it go. At the end of the day. Holding back the four winds. So Lucky, let me look on the board. I appreciate you brothers not posting a whole bunch of because I'm so, inexperienced that reading the comment board, I got to get better at it. But I forgot what I was going to get. I'm going to read my favorite scripture. It doesn't matter what scripture you read, right? When you see the word fear, your eyes should buck wide open. Uh-oh. And look into that and see if you should be fearing the Most High. You see the word the end, right? Especially now. At the end of the day, when you see the word the end, what do you think of? You should immediately think the devil. We're at the end of the devil's world, right? We're at the end of the age. There's not going to be another one, idiot. First Peter 4:7. You know it by heart. Is the word end in there? Let's see. The rain made my pages stick together. First Peter 4:7. But the end. There's Esau in the detail. But at the end of the day, all things is at hand. Salakia. First Peter 4:7. But the end of all things is at hand. What does that mean? The end of all things is at hand. What does that mean? There's Esau. Esau is the end of all things. That means, motherfucker, you're in the middle of a war. You don't see it. It's the only way you get into heaven is to fight. How do you fight? We fight spiritually. How does your woman fight? She fights by being quiet and supporting everything her righteous man tells her to do without thinking twice, because she should understand by now, after all these fucking years, that, well, the Most High must be dealing with this nigga. Because he's going to break his fucking neck to get out there and not miss a day. And at the end of the day, I see this shit. I'm scared. Let me run into this tower. Her tower is her strong men. My tower is the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. What is Nate's tower? What is Nathaniel 7? What is the IUIC's tower? They don't have a tower. Their tower is Caesar Borgia, right? You can see how well that tower is going to see. And what is Caesar? The tower of Caesar Borgia, right? What is that? It's called Guantanamo Bay, right? What happened in the dry run? Well, they rounded up a bunch of Issacharites in Northern Kingdom. They took them to the chamber, the torture chamber, where if they didn't put that C hip, you think that's not going on right now? They chipping niggas over there, right? You don't think so? They're giving them a choice. Oh, we're going to let you back into Babylon. Who wants to go? This line. Don't want to go back to Babylon the Great? We don't need you. You're not going back to Guatemala. You're not going back to El Salvador. Either you're going to take this C hip or you're going in that line over there. You're in the middle of World War III. What happened in World War II? Well, it was a dry run to put these niggas to death. Back then, the C hip was a little 7-digit, I don't know how many digit IBM. I got this number on my hand to remind everybody that we're not these people, and this ain't the C hip. That's gonna come in the final curtain. The real show. We're in the real show right now. This is not rehearsal. Okay? You are being made to believe that this is all make-believe. Well, they didn't really come and grab up the immigrants, and they didn't really come and just grab up and this world isn't really about trafficking humans and children and blood and organs, and it's not really about that. And all of those people they grabbed up, you can't even equate those two things together as far as all these people and organs or maybe blood. And we do need people to, hey, don't look over here. A plane just fell out of the sky, which was really a cruise missile, but shh, don't say nothing. We're at war. Don't. That's the 4th plane dive bombing out of control. Either somebody took control of that motherfucking dive bombing or it's a missile. You tell me which one. They both have to do with war. Oh, no, FAA. Come on. Them niggas know we're at war. They're sending troops all over the world. We're not at war. American troops are everywhere fighting. They're not fighting here. Esau been dying to kill niggas at will since the 1800s and the early 1900s. Once again, Esau been dying to flood whole towns of niggas for 100 years now. He can't wait a moment longer. Guess what? At the end of the day, gonna be some blood and bodies. Guess what? If you're not imagining the smell of one dead body and how putrid or unbreathable that is, when there's going to be an innumerable amount of dead bodies, you got to get used to the stench of death. You're not thinking about it. What happens on the battlefield? What gives a man when he comes back from Vietnam the 1,000-mile stare? You better get ready, man. You better fucking get ready. Let's see, I need to bring my lightness up. I can't see from back here, so lock it up. It's all the way out. Okay, so all right, so there's the brother. Whoa! There he goes. Okay, Zephaniah. I'm so far behind, I'm going back. Zephaniah 1 and 7. Salaki, bear with me. You'll get me another sword. What? Salaki. Zechariah? I can't read. 1 and 7. Why did I say? Salaki, brothers. Akim. That's it. All right, this is the brother Aziala, Idaho. All right. Zephaniah 1 and 7. And this is saying exactly what the theme of the day is. This is at the end of the day. Right? This is at the end of the day in the scriptures. Zephaniah 1 and 7. Hold thy peace at the presence of the Lord power, for the day of the Lord is at hand. That's the end of the day. For the Lord hath prepared a sacrifice. He hath bid his guests, and it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with strange apparel, Alazar. A hat is strange apparel, nigga. And you know it. You know the history. Because you're well studied. You came out of the Church of Berea, nigga, and put a grill on and started rapping about it. Okay? So you're well studied and you know, but you found a way to go around it that suits your purpose, right? So we're in the time of what? Judgment, punishment, right? And it's going on right there, right? You just have to understand it to see it. Again, the Northern Kingdom's getting grabbed up, okay? Or anybody that looks like the Northern Kingdom. I got my papers, I'm not legal, but you've got two choices to make. This line or that line. It started already. It started with you Jakes. It started in Sweden. It started in Australia. It didn't start here yet. Of course it did. They just haven't told you. They got agents like Nate saying, that's not it. That's not it. Don't worry about that. See what's going on? You're being led. Nate, tell me what's going on in Guantanamo. Did they not say that they're taking the immigrants to Guantanamo? What are they doing there, Nate? You know all about this shit, right, agent? Don't you know all about this shit? The military and FOP, Fraternal Order of Police. Don't you know about all of that protocol? You know where they're taking the people. You know what they're doing to them. Don't you? Or you don't care. That's not your business. What happened to the Northern Kingdom? Of course it's your business. How come you're not saying what I'm saying? Where are they taking the Northern Kingdom? Where's that? Go. Why don't you go get a plane and take about 300 of your niggas to Cuba and go to the backside and form a perimeter around Guantanamo Bay, nigga, and go help your fellow 2/3 that are hemmed up in that motherfucker. You didn't go there. You went to Africa. You went to go down to Guantanamo where they then came and snatched up the Northern Kingdom in your face. And you ain't saying nothing about that. So go fuck yourself with we represent and we speak on behalf of all Hebrew Israel, black Hebrew Israel. You ain't speaking on behalf of shit. Salaki. Salaki. Okay, 1 and 7. Ezekiel. Ezekiel 7 and 3. Slovakia. I'm not following the spirit. Slovakia. Long night. Hey man, everything is order, man. Order yourselves aright. 7 and 3. Woo, shit. Ezekiel 7, boy. This is the end. Let's read it from the top. Okay, it says, in this book, right, it says, the header reads, the coming of the end. Right? And immediately, the coming of the end, it reads, the coming of Esau. Esau's coming after you. It's your end because you're a 2/3 nigga that needs to be put to death. So the coming of the end is Esau's coming to put your ass to death. For the elect, the end means the beginning. Right? Esau's end, our beginning. Because we're not going to be put to death. Lord willing, we are those. Your language has to be precise, man. It has to be precise. And you've had plenty of did I get that? You've had plenty of opportunity to learn this language, to learn this new song. 1 and 7, 7 and 3. Slovakia. Again, Ezekiel 7 and 3, I don't think I read it all the way through. I'm going to start at 2. Again, this is the Brother Osceola, Idaho. Ezekiel 7, I'm going to start at 2. Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel, an end, 1. The end, 2, is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon me. The end, the end, the end, the end, the end. Esau, 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 Esau. Weapon, 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 weapon. Death, 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 death. Only one way through this thing. How hard is it to understand? Humble yourself. Humble yourself so that you can't understand this without saying, you gotta look in the mirror and I'm tripping. I ain't gonna make it because I'm tripping, I'm proud. There's my problem. It's me. I'm fucking my own shit up. You're supposed to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, not sabotage your own motherfucking chance. Okay, so it's you. It's you being proud. It's you wanting to be the leader. That's stupid. Who wants to be the leader? You're stupid. You don't know what leadership is. You want to be the leader? You're stupid. You don't know what leadership is. Okay? If the Most High wants you to be the leader, motherfucker, boy, you better lead. You better want to be the leader then. Get it? It's not rocket science. It's called being genuine. All right? You know who wants to be the leader? A motherfucker that can't lead. That's who wants to be the leader. A true leader's like this. Shit. This nigga don't call. This nigga don't call me. Okay? Now who's doing the calling? Most High's doing the calling. Most High knows you're a leader over there, right? Being humble. How do you become a leader? By being humble. Most High is going to raise you. Be a good worker. Ezekiel 7 and 2 again. Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel. An end is an end come upon the land, right? Which is us. The end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and I will recompense thee. See, if these words were brought up to date in Negro vernacular, niggas would be scared. They just don't understand the power of these words. If you put it in nigga vernacular, right? Because the nigga ain't trying to hear you. Oh, you talk proper. A nigga's just uh, insistent on being ignorant, right? You are not a nigga, boy, if you are not exercising the umpteenth degree of ignorance. That makes you a real, what makes you a real nigga is how motherfucking abominably ignorant you can be. And try to back it with force. That's what makes a real nigga. I'm ignorant as all fuck, and now I'm gonna back it up with guns and force and ridiculous behavior. That's what a nigga is. And guess what, nigga? We at the end of the day. We are fucking at the end of the day. And now this is what's gonna happen to you. Try to understand. See, if you just blow through these words, these are $5 words here. Right? Niggas don't understand them. Niggas are barely getting to at the end of the day. At the end of the day. Nigga, that was 40 whole fucking years ago. Now social media. Now, hey, at the end of the day. Eve, boy. Eve will say that shit again in a 20-minute fucking video. She can sneak that motherfucker in after every third sentence. Essentially, I will send mine anger upon thee. Nigga, I'm gonna show you how mad. I'm gonna show you, nigga, what mad is. I'm God, nigga. I can fucking do anything. You forgot. You forgot I'm God, nigga. I can do fucking anything. You name it. What are you afraid of most, my nigga? What are you afraid of most, my nigga? Because that's exactly where we're gonna rush right there and stay there, because linear time means nothing to me. Remember 1,000 years in a day? See, I could play them limericks on your black ass too. What was your greatest fear? Times 20. Let's go directly into that. Put your goggles on. That's called Jacob's Trouble. Put your fucking goggles on. Here we go. You ain't gonna make it. What happened in 2 seconds, motherfucker, seemed like those 1,000 years that you was praying for, you're gonna get them as you're being put to death. And it's gonna be the opposite of an honorable death. You know, an honorable death, you're gonna have I don't know the word. What is the word? Other than it's the opposite of honorable. Dishonorable. You get a dishonorable discharge, soldier. What does he call himself? Chief, high priest, right? I was looking for general or sergeant or some shit like that. What's this nigga's name? Captain Tazariak. You get a dishonorable discharge. You get no honor. You fucking clown. Tazariak, you're right there with Alazar. Order. You fell out of the truth. You got kicked out. You fell out of the truth. Took your hand off the plow and went to some country club for niggas called the IUIC. Salaki, the ISUP kid. Fooling yourself that somehow you're in the truth and you're not. Don't let this happen to you. We're at the end of the day. I gotta get off of Ezekiel. Ezekiel 7:6. An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. This guy I'm going to bring it out, that I used to do the work with, whose name I'm not going to mention, used to be on that. It watcheth for thee. It watcheth. Well, guess what? It watcheth for you. The end watcheth for you. If you don't repent, going into the guy standing next to you, dude, you know? Talking about prove a friend, right? The header in Ezekiel 7 in Bible Hub was the day of doom. We did a little lesson on it, but the day of doom. Anyway, let me try to get to some of these. The water to the brother, Osceola, Idaho, 7-4. I did that one. Should probably be wearing my new glasses, but St. John 10-1. Salaki. Order is everything. Order yourselves right. Okay? If you're out of order, man, fucking doomed. Fear and order. Fear is going to keep your ass in order. St. John 10-1. Verily, verily, this is Yahushua speaking in the red letter. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same as a thief and a robber. Okay? But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. Shepherd of the sheep. Salah. Now, here's what happened. Tazariak entered 10-1. Both of them, Alazar entered in through the door. Captain Tazariak entered in through the door, the right door, the door of GMS. And then your ass was wicked. You had that I want to be the leader. Here it is, men been in doing the work in the truth, right? Before you were born. And see, this goes to age and all of that, and people just fucking do it. You got to be an old man shaking your head and saying, God damn. To be able to have seen when Jake wasn't destroyed. Jake been destroyed, but in the 60s, it's like night and day. Mid 60s, 65, 70, compared to now, it's like night and day. Imagine families, whole black families, loving each other. That was going on, right? And I'm sure that there was some wickedness going on in there, but absolutely nothing like what you see today, night and day. So to have had that experience and then see what's going on today, which some people have never even, you can't even fathom it, right? And then you see a fucking kid come in the truth, right? Born in 1990, right? Elder Apostle's been out there pushing. This nigga from 1990, 20 years later, it's 2010, right? And he's in the truth. Don't know shit. But he's ready to teach the teacher. And if he can't be the leader, I gotta go. I gotta go find another way. I got to find a way where I can be exalted, where somebody's going to put me on the top. Oh, but you're the captain and you're my spokesperson. Oh, but you can wear a hat. I got to be in. Where can I wear a hat? Well, that camp doesn't. Well, I'll make one then. That's another way. Again, this is St. John 10:1, the brother Ozzy out of Idaho. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. Here's what happened. These niggas came in through the sheep the right way, GMS, and were disgruntled, whatever happened, got kicked out, whatever, because of them, right? Let's go back to the top. This is what they should have did. I repent. I acknowledge my offense. I pray for forgiveness. I'm getting back in what? Order. Go back around again. Get back in the same line. And do it right this time. Nope, you didn't do that. What did you do? You climbed up some other way. You're pretty sharp. You're pretty sharp. ISUPK, we could use a brother like you. You sharp on them precepts because you came from GMS. You sharp on them precepts. I'm gonna put you. You captain. You're gonna be my spokesperson. We're gonna send you straight to the House of Commons, right? Al-Azhar. I like that. I want some of that. Let me go start me some shit, and I'm going straight to the House of Commons. You're in the House of Commons now. Everybody in the House of Commons is going down, right? Who's next? Azaria, who's been going down, but in a major way. Okay, why? Because you tried to go up some other way. This is the way. You got kicked out. Hey, guess what? I got kicked out in 2012, 2013. I'm in GMS. I'm not in Sakari. I didn't start a fucking camp. I'm in GMS at the bottom. I'm not in GMS. How about that? I'm not in GMS. I've been ordered not to contact anybody. You don't contact nobody and you're cut off and you don't have anything to do with us. I'm like, you know? And then you get a good sign, right? Years and years later, you're out there on the island of misfit toys, thinking that the chariots ain't gonna come over there, and not making a Santa Claus reference or anything, but then the elder apostle acknowledges you, right, out of nowhere, and you got something to hold on to. So this is for all the one-man camp. This is the guys that got kicked out that are still fucking swinging. Just keep fucking swinging, man. There's hope, right? There's hope out there. You're gonna make it if you stay in order, okay? Order, integrity, all right? If you're not the camp leader, right? You are the camp leader through the camp leader. So you strengthen the camp leader, right? Strengthen your brethren. And when you have, what is it? And when you have, after you have converted, do what? When your shit's right, what does that mean? I'm humble. There are all these brothers around. There's some great brothers out there. When the elder Malcolm from Chicago, he told that story about the heroic deeds of some of the brothers. He had a dream. And brothers were in there doing heroic deeds. It brings tears to my eyes. See, there's some heroes in this thing, right? Selfless, humble, true heroes, and you know who those guys are. In the reincarnation, those are some of them names, boy. that it's going to be real easy to equate when the names come together with the. That was that brother that was fucking fearless. See, those are the leaders. Okay, you don't step up talk about I'm trying to be the leader. You ain't the leader. Moral of the story is this: motherfucker trying to be the leader can get you dead. Okay, you're not a good leader. In Vietnam, right? You got a fire team. There's 5 people, right? And the leader of the fire team, if he was a bitch ass nigga and he didn't get along with it, guess what? You go on a fire mission, he's the first one gone. Oh, he didn't make it, Sarge. He didn't make it back. This is how important order is, right? You got to know who's standing next to you, right? You got to know how to lead from the back. Here's how you lead from the back. You do everything that the leader tells you to fucking do, without question. You got his whole fuck. That's how you lead from the back. You want to be a leader? Lead from the back. Humble, subservient, dedicated, trustworthy, integrity. Lead from the back. You want to lead. Don't be an informal leader. These are the things that I have to work on. Do you have a list of things that you have to work on, or everything you do is just good? Right? I got a long list of shit, right? Now, I know how tight I am, but as tight as I am, you gotta balance. You gotta write down 10 things that you know you ain't about shit. And get down off of that high horse and get on that donkey. All right? And yes, I would be a fucking fantastic warrior on post for the brother Isaiah. I would be. And reader. I'd be reading loud, forceful, and you know. That's how you lead, motherfucker. Here's how you lead. You want to be the leader of the camp? Like, when you're the reader, you're not the leader, you're the reader. Right? I'm going to lead, motherfucker. I'm going to be the baddest reader, right? I'm going to change my voice into some Shakespeare. I'm going to go, what is it? Gok, G-O-C-C. And as they departed from Jericho, a great multitude followed them, right? If you're gonna be a reader, motherfucker, you gotta fucking don a Cockney accent and shit. You gotta get into it. That's how you lead from the back. You're not the leader. Only a fool would be a leader. A fool for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. If he exalts you, man the fuck up. If he chooses you to be a leader, here's what happened. Okay, I'm sitting there, I'm doing the work. 3 brothers show up out of nowhere, and we got a camp. I'm out. Now what? Now we figure out who the leader is, right? Me being an old man, I'm like, oh shit, I know this guy. Instead of popping up, well, I've been here for 4 years, and you know, this is my camp, I'm the leader. It's probably what I should have done. In hindsight, that's probably what I should have done. What did I do? I don't know. Parliamentary procedure. Oh, so I'm gonna be humble, and I'm gonna, whatever, you know, whatever the flip of the coin, guess what? Well, we're gonna cast lots, and the coin went in the air. And I wasn't the leader. The Most High made the choice who the leader was. It wasn't me. I was cool. And it just so turns out that whoever was chosen was not a leader. 2 and 1, there we go. Is that it? 14. 1 Corinthians 14 and 30. Gotta have some humility. It's okay. See, here's what here's a bit of wisdom from an old man. Old men don't talk like this. You have to, you gotta be humble, right? And am I humble? I hope. Right? But anyway, as you get older, I say this from time to time, but as I would be considered a senior now, right? You got to wear that as you come into these terms, about 55 and what AARP and all this, they start sending you shit, right? When you're getting older. As you get older, you begin to realize, wow, right? Here I am. I should know more. I should know this. I should know that. You begin to figure out, you never really figure it out. You never really get there like, I'm going to become an adult. I'm going to become a grown-ass. Today they call it a grown-ass man. When you hit 70, you're like this. You know what? It's just an ongoing thing. You never get there. There's not some place called maturity, right? At the end of a Monopoly board or the game of life, and you land out. What happens, you finally get to that little place where it's called the end, and then they're like, okay, you made it this far, now there's still, now the next phase goes like this, right? In your silver years. So you never get there. You're always learning and you're always improving. So if somebody told you that at 20, and you made that part of your curriculum, or part of you walking in the spirit, well, hey, I'm an open book and I've got nothing but learning, and I'm going to learn as I mature and get older, and I'm going to grow into the age that I am. 60, I'm acting like a fucking 60-year-old and not a 25-year-old. And it's okay. You never get there. You're always in pursuit of it. When you get to the notion that, oh, there's no end to this. You're ever learning. You're ever growing. Maturity. That's what maturity. Maturity is not some place that you get to. You're always improving. You're always learning. You're always becoming wiser. Right? But Al-Azhar is like, this nigga, I'm smarter than you. Like, you're stupid. How can you say that to a wise old man that's been on the earth twice as long as you? Why would you even play yourself like that? That's like saying somebody who is twice as young as you, nigga. How stupid. Isn't that real simple? That's a real simple deduction. But a nigga can fix his mouth and say, no, you need to retire so I can shine. I'm like, this shit, we're at the end. The end is coming. Look at this shit. How many more examples? The water to the road. You put up just enough precepts. As you can see, I'm not good at going. Not with all the bloviating. 2 Peter 3:3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own luck. I had to read it to qualify it. At the end of the day. At the end of the day, scoffers shall come walking after their own luck. We gotta be done. That nigga just, thank you. Thank you for the 1,000-year false prophecy. That was the sign that all the signs are in place. The prophecies are popping off the page. Thank you, gorilla. Gorilla dumb shit. Thank you. Okay? Thank you for the rap records and the smell goods and the onesies. And for leading a bunch of stupid, dumbass punks astray that are making a fashion statement after you. Thank you. We've been waiting for the confusion to set in, and it's setting in now. You got this nigga Nate talking about, even though they're putting a motherfucking chip in your head, that's not the mark. Even though they're putting chips in hands and in brain and frontal lobes and foreheads, that's not the mark. And you can't see a fucking con man. Donald Trump is the biggest con man in the world, and people can't see. MAGA can't see it, right? And when they wake up, which any day now, they're gonna say, nigga, fucked us. And that's when the pitchforks, which are now 50 cals, right? Pancho Villa and them used to wear the rounds. They used to wear belts of rounds. We're real close to that. Esau got military weapons in his store shit. They got little tanks and shit, and RPGs and shit stored up that they done bought on the black market, and they're like, this nigga, you lied to us. We voted for you. And now we're gonna use these weapons. What do you think, a week, 2 weeks? How long will it be? It's unraveling now. They're figuring out, well, Elon kind of fucking shit up. Is that good for us? Or is that gonna fuck us up? Next week when DEI, right, when you become DEI fired, right, and they're calling you a nigger. You're a nigger lover. DEI fired, huh? Right? You can go to that shit and get the RPG 7, not the 6. You're gonna get the 7. Crack this motherfucking race war. Because Esau ain't going after Trump, he's going after Trump. I'm mad as fuck. I'm not going after Trump who anal banged me. I'm going after you niggas with the 7. Isaiah 19 and 2. So let me start. Revelation 11 and 8. Got to qualify Babylon or Egypt, Salaki. Revelation 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. For also our Lord was crucified. So America is known spiritually as Egypt. We got to establish that first. There's the brother right there. Establish that first. So Egypt, spiritually, America, if you will. Isaiah 19 and 19, Salakia, 19 and 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. All right, so any day now, there will be a consensus of MAGAs that have figured out that they've been snookered, if you will, and they're going to be mad. Right now, they've been walking around proud, laughing at Issachar and, taunting and all of that, but when it happens to them, they're gonna fucking be living. Postal is the term. Okay? Signifying what? That we're at the end and you're on the battlefield. You gotta know that now. You have to move as though you're on the battlefield now. Because it's gonna be too late. When you wake up and shots are being fired at you, you're not fucking ready. What do you do when you hear anything? When You hear a firecracker, what's the first thing you do? If you don't know how to get down, so what? So what you scared? Pop! Motherfucker, you hit the ground. Instant pop! You hit the ground. So, so, I'm alive, nigga. These are skills. You know what? I got a problem ever since I came out of the service, and fuck the goddamn service. But you know what? When I'm walking through the street and I'm walking like this, what's potentially going to happen right now? Right? Analyzing the situation. If you're not rehearsing them skills, if you're not walking in a modified wedge on the way to the fucking liquor store right now, okay, you ain't gonna. If you don't understand war, what you've done. Everybody that comes back from some fucking stupid war over in the Middle East, they're all fucked up. And those wars weren't shit. They were basically shooting and killing a bunch of defenseless people. That wasn't shit compared to what we're about to go through right now. Right? And you ain't thinking like that. You don't have the capacity to think about war like that. And you're gonna be lost. You're gonna be confounded and confused. You're not gonna know anything. The only people that are gonna survive that utter chaos and confusion is the elect, because the Most High is going to save them. Otherwise, there's no way you can make it. That combined. So you just think, oh, it's just war. No, it's war combined with the mind control of the Most High, who's bugging you completely the fuck out, and there's no way. With all of the infinite power of the Most High behind it. And after I say that, mother, yeah, but still, see, and your ass needs you. See, we need mass. Motherfuckers gotta die because they don't fear the Most High. There's only one thing that's gonna make motherfuckers fear the Most High, and that is to lay down fucking everything. And let one nigga see it all and keep him alive so he can tell the story. Niggas are in the spirit of mirth. Niggas are in the spirit of MAGA. See, that's what the nigga didn't say. Al-Azhar, all he had, MAGA. That's where he's at. That's what he didn't say out loud. He didn't say the quiet part out loud. MAGA and a Hellcat, nigga. Oop, there it is. Damn, this is it. There's the brother right there. I would read for you tight. 1 Peter 5. This is for the brother. This is the water to the brother Iziala Idaho. 1 Peter 5. Salaki. Oh, shit, here it is. From the brother Iziala Idaho. I'm reading for him right now. 1 Peter 5 and 6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that He, the water brother. I posted this on a post the other day, and I wanted to go get it, but I would have had to go through the whole rigmarole just to get through it. The water brother. Call halal Yahweh Shem El Shai for having me go back and look. This is it, man. This is the whole thing. Okay? You don't want to be the leader. The only way that you want to be the leader is after the fact. Okay? If the Most High says you're the leader, motherfucker, you better want to be real quick. You don't want to be all the way up until he appoints you, and then after that is the whole opposite. Instantly. You instantly dedicate the rest of your life to being that leader because that's what you were put on the earth for. That's the understanding. Okay? And if you can't measure up, you never measured up, and it wasn't you. It was somebody else who's coming in your stead, and you're just a real piece of shit. You want that to be you? This is the only thing that fucking matters. And if you're hearing this right now, it should motivate you to the point where I'm fucking gonna make me a sign. That's how it was with me. My baby mama took me to court, took my daughter, I'm fucking making me a goddamn sign. Fuck everything else, goddamn it. We'll see what happens down the road, right? This is 17 years ago. But something has to fucking push you to the point where you go make that sign, man. You go make that sign. And let me tell you right now, now's a good time to go make that goddamn sign. Salakia, not goddamn sign. It's beloved sign. Right? Make that sign right now and be ready to fight. We're almost out of here. Slip up in there. Let me feed you a secret real quick. Get up in there, man. You know? Be fearless. We're almost the hell out. Not that I didn't enjoy the last 17 years of pure hell and being throttled on a consistent basis, right? But see, what the turmoil we're about to go through, if you didn't take an ass whooping for the last 17 years getting prepared for this, you ain't gonna make it. Count it all joy. You got to count them ass whoopings joy. That's what's going to get you through Jacob's Tree. Verbal ass whooping, right? A verbal ass whooping, motherfucker, is a blessing. Okay? 1 Peter 5. Dang, this is it. This is it. Okay? The Most High is doing the exalting. When a nigga exalts himself, or a nigga who has no power of exaltation, this is the original ISUPK, and I'm the Grandmaster General, one and only Grand Poobah, and I exalt you. Nigga, the Most High didn't exalt General Tazariak, General Moldy. First Peter 5 and 6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that the Most High, if the Most High exalts you, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. All right? The Most High exalted the elder apostle Tahar, like the Most High exalted Moses. The Most High exalted the elder apostle Tahar, like the Most High exalted Noah during that time. Today, on the face of the earth, okay, the Most High is dealing with a man, just like he did then. You tell me who that man is. It ain't Nate. It ain't Johanna. It ain't Gorilla. It ain't Gok. It ain't Big Judah. It ain't T.D. Jakes. It's not the Pope. It would have to be somebody who doesn't miss a day on the highways. It's got to be somebody who been out there forever and brought this one truth from wherever it came from. And we know it. We know it came from one. So who's out there not exalting themselves, not riding in on horses or calling themselves general or chief high priest, grand and poobah? Who is the Most High dealing with? What man is the Most High dealing with today? Because we know that he is. All right? All things were written for our learning. How's the Most High deal? He's dealing with the men right now. Okay? Gorilla told the man who the Most High is dealing with on the earth today that, hey, I'm above you and you can retire. You see how that works? If the Most High, which he clearly did, exalted the elder apostle Jahar, how then does Alazar, the monkey Hebrew, right? You ain't no gorilla, you're a fucking chimp, spider monkey, right? How do you then get to exalt yourself above the Most High exalted? You fucking clown. The elder apostle must be Paul, because you hate Paul, Alazar. You hate Paul. And said that Paul is irrelevant. Said that about the elder apostle. Oh, retire so that you old. You fucking humble yourself and you wait. You go back to the end of the line, GMS. Back here with me. It's all right. You're in there. You got to be at the top, you fucking idiot. Look at you. You wanted to be the leader. You wanted to be seen. Look at you, clown. You're a clown. In front of the whole congregation. Whoever's not laughing at you, they're right in lockstep, taking that step right into the ditch with your ass, and that ditch is full of shit. But at the end of the day, the end of all things is at hand, right? At the end of the day, fear the Most High and keep his commandments, right? At the end of the day. And that's what it says. 2,000 years ago, there was a phrase, okay, the phrase at the end of the day today, what was it 2,000 years ago? Can we find it in the scriptures? Let's give it a shot. This usually means I'm about to close the can. Here it is right here. At the end of the day, God shall bring every work in. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. At the end of the day, I'm reading it like this. At the end of the day, fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. There it is, 2,000 years ago. Now I'm going to read it verbatim. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Right? Let's get some more on that. Let's bear with me. Let's get some versions. Let's get some different versions of at the end of the day. Bear with me. 12. Not gonna work. Please. I know I spelled it wrong. Spell it wrong. pray. Oh wow, it's not working. Anyway, all right. So anyway, at the end of the day, what's wrong with this fucking thing? Did I get anything? Let's try linking this thing. Yep. Apparently I had music on. Slovakia. At the end of the day, it's not going to work. But the point is this. You're not walking in the Spirit, man. The Spirit is not dealing with you. Because what's going on right now, and I'm sure it's going on with all the brothers because I'm watching it, the Spirit is pushing you hard to the next level. I heard a brother say it today. I forgot what his name was. I forgot the name of his channel, but the Spirit is pushing us to the next level, and it should be scaring everybody. It should be scaring spouses and, wives and children, because the Spirit is telling us to prepare you. Not like we haven't been doing that, but this is different. This is a different level of preparation, right? And I'm sure that we're trying to find the words. See, we're like Charlie Brown's mama. Wah, 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 wah. And we're like, hey, this is different. Listen, look at me. This is different. We're moving into a whole different fucking paradigm, a different phase of intensity of the end of the age. Okay? Nothing is going to stop the end of the age. We're at the end of the age, and at the end of the age, the Most High sends the contingent, right, to fuck shit up. Everybody knows that. They know it in their spirit, okay? They don't want to know it because it's so cataclysmic. Well, every 24,000 years, the earth flips over. It's so cataclysmic. No. When Yahweh Shem Yahushai begins to visit the world that he made, and about halfway through it, that's cataclysmic. Then all running up to the end, you're not acknowledging the power of Yahweh. You're just not, and you don't fear, and you're not supposed to, but you will. See, that's the beautiful thing about the judgment. It's completely righteous. Judgment is completely righteous. So, I mean, when you hear the elders from Dallas talk about when they started, all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and then you get jaded, and you're like, then you get to the point where, God damn it, I can't wait until you 2/3 fucking die. Right? You go through these phases where you think you can save everybody. I got to go tell my family, and then you become the bad guy. You go through, days get long. Shit, camp was long. Camp was so long, it was just one day at camp, man, you gotta fucking have 3 days to recuperate from those 3 hours, right? You bring a chest of Gatorade and water for everybody. It was great. My advice is to prepare your mind for blood, the stench of death, those things. Because when it happens, see, chaos breaks out, motherfuckers are gonna just start shooting indiscriminately. There's people out like that, I can't wait to bust my gun. And what that's gonna, lawless busting of guns. See, this isn't Afghanistan where you grow up with a AK and you, nigga, I'm happy. They don't do that. See, that's normal there. The motherfuckers go and buy, I need some beats and I need some cameras. Yep. That's every day for them. Here, pop, 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 motherfucker like this. They don't allow that shit, right? So when that starts, which is any day, and it's not going nowhere, it continues and continues, and it's growing, and enclaves, and people hear, oh, they shooting over there, shooting there. It's not gonna stop. And then the odyssey is on. And then everything depends on how well you prepared your mind moving forward. So, I mean, Ezekiel 3:17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Here's the warning. Moving into a different phase, right? You got to get your mind to understand you're at war on the battlefield. You're going to smell death real soon. You have to walk like that now. You have to walk like that now through the duration. You have to start telling, I can't wait to smell my first dead body because it's going to get worse after that. I can't wait to smell the first one. Oh shit, that's fucked up. Get ready for times 50. And then times 1,000. And then 2,000. And it's not going to end until the missiles come. Get your mind ready for that. One more. Philippians 2:12. Malaki, I want you to change your name. Aki. I'm gonna keep fucking with you. King J. Your name is Malakia. And for Rutherford for coming in. I can't find it. Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Fear me. You're gonna be afraid. In the war, you're gonna be in the war, you're gonna be afraid. You have to manage your fear. You gotta put your fear in the proper channel. You have to, now is the time to do that. You're not gonna be able to do that when the shooting starts. You're not gonna be able to complete, you're gonna be worried. What kind of thinking is that? It's not clear thinking. Right now, take a breath, right? And do some homework. figure out what is about to happen and what you must do to endure till the end. What do you have to do? Well, what does the Most High want me to do? Right? What is pleasing to the Most High? This is pleasing. Type this into a search. This is pleasing to the Most High, KJV, and watch the precept pop up. And then you write those down. Oh shit, right there. And then you make that part of your prayer, right? Lord, please give me more strength. And then the Most High lays you out over here because you asked for more strength. And you still don't know how this thing works? You got the strength, but how do you get? He laid your ass out. That's love. You're going to suffer making it to the kingdom. Oh no, I'm just dance my way into the kingdom. There ain't no Jacob's trouble. You stupid. That's not preparing you. What happened to Yahushua? Where's the example? Oh, that's Yahushua. Well, they tortured the shit out of him and they killed him. That's all you got to do. All right? Philippians 2 and 12. Therefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Get ready to get beat, tortured, and beat to a pulp, and then get ready to put to death. And then you'll make it. All right, so with that, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua Bahashim Kakadash, double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word, truth and its sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the Aquath that are listening, learning, being a pillar of rest, 144,001 the hopeful elect of Israel. Shabbat Shalom, the water to the brothers, the brother Aziala, the water, the water. Got one more in there. Shalom, brother. Shalom. The water, everybody. Shalom, man.